Dear friends, this week I want to bring into focus the life of Blessed Carlo Acutis. Blessed Carlo is the patron saint of the first year of the 3-year Eucharistic revival in the United States. He was named the patron saint by Bishop Andrew Cozens, the chair of the USCCB Committee for Evangelization and Catechetics. He will also be the patron saint for the Eucharistic Congress here in the Diocese of Springfield at the Mass Mutual Center this spring on March 4th. Blessed Carlo was very devoted to our Lord in the Eucharist. He was born in 1991 in London, and later his family moved to northern Italy. He lived a very typical life. He loved to play soccer, he loved movies, he enjoyed video games. In 1998, his life changed drastically as he received his first Holy Communion. He greatly anticipated receiving his first Holy Communion and was devoted to the Eucharist, and his parents were not very religious. His devotion helped convert his parents to the faith. He would often remark that many would spend long hours to go to a rock concert, but would not even spend a single moment before our Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. He had a lot of energy and enthusiasm, and he was like a Ferrari. A Ferrari without fuel, without a steering wheel or brakes cannot function. Blessed Carlo, without prayer, without Mass, without the sacraments, he could not function. As he became a preteen and a teen, his responsibilities were piling up. He loved movies, he loved hanging out with his friends, he loved playing video games, but he chose to play 1 hour of video games per week because he did not want his love of games to get in the way of his love of God. He later became a catechist and he became deeply fascinated with Eucharistic miracles. He was a computer whiz. He helped form parish websites when the internet was getting popular in the early 2000s, and he helped form the Vatican website, and he helped form the website for Eucharistic miracles. Over the span of 2.5 years, he documented 187 Eucharistic miracles. He begged his parents to take vacations to 17 different countries and journaled and took copious notes on everything he witnessed. He and his family prayed before hosts that have turned into blood, and he documented each of these experiences. In October of 2006, in the midst of his Eucharistic exhibition, he had to go to the doctor with flu-like symptoms, and they found that he had advanced leukemia. He offered his sufferings for the Pope, the Church, and for his direct entry into heaven. While he was in the hospital, many were moved by the devotion of this young man. Father Vija, the hospital chaplain, visited him and said he was so in love with the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist, and therefore he began to better understand. The hospital staff were also very impressed. They said his gentle eyes taught us a lot. Life, whether short or long, must be lived intensely for oneself, but also and above all, for others. He was happy because he felt that as though he did not waste a single moment of things that were displeasing to God. He died on October 12, 2006 at just 15 years old, and later in November of 2016, he was named a servant of God by Cardinal Angelo Scola, the Bishop of Milan. In 2018, he was declared venerable by Pope Francis and later beatified on October 10, 2020. He's quoted as saying, "If we stand in front of the sun, we get a tan. But if we stand before the Blessed Sacrament, we become saints." There are just so many things we can draw from when we meditate on the lives of the saints. At such a young age, Blessed Carlo got started in his devotion to the Eucharist. It goes to show that no matter how young or how old you are, we can draw wisdom and courage from the saints, and please God, we are able to accomplish all that God asks of us. We have a terrific companion in Blessed Carlo Acutis. What a beautiful story, and a great saint to accompany us in the first year revival and our Eucharistic Congress. Let's allow him to draw close to us, pray for his intercession, and above all, let us ask him to help draw us deeper into the mystery of the Eucharist.